Hi, this is Chuck. I picked up 2 boxes of records today from Fort Worth. Both boxes about 50 records each. I haven't looked through them not one bit. I don't know what's in them. Picked them up after a 12-hour night shift. Drove to Fort Worth, which is 50 miles. Grabbed them, talked to the lady just a bit, and brought them back to the house. Slept for a few hours and then went and picked up one more record individually. And I'm going to show those to you today as I go through them and find out what I've got. Might have something good, I might have nothing. I just don't know. But the price was good, and I couldn't resist. First thing I'm going to show you, though, is a record I bought individually. This was a single album for sale. It is a 1946 Vogue picture disc. I had not seen one of these before. It popped up for sale online. What I thought was a reasonable price. So I made arrangements and picked it up. I've never had one before, don't have any in my collection. I've heard of them, don't know anything about it. This one is Vogue number R-720, Lulu Bell and Scotty, Time Will Tell, and Grandpa's Getting Younger Every Day. Haven't played it. It's got some scratches and stuff. It's mostly going to be a display record. It's not in bad condition. I think I gave a reasonable price for it. But anyway, that was an individual record I picked up. Now I'll start going through the ones that came from Fort Worth, and we'll see what we've got here. First, I see some 12-inch. First 12-inch I pull out's on a Victor Batwing. Gems from Rockabye Baby by Victor Light Opera Company. And on the flip side is Gems from Rainbow Girl by the Victor Light Opera Company. Not bad. It looks like they've been taken care of. There's papers in between the ones that do not have a sleeve. Next is a 12-inch, really worn single-sided Victrola record. I'm having a hard time reading this one. I can't really tell what this is. The label is really faded. And I just cannot make this out. It does have on the back side of it, Silent Night, Holy Night, the word, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe Silent Night, Holy Night. See if I can angle it at the light one more time. It is Silent Night in German. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Very difficult to read that one. The record itself, it's in fair condition. It's not bad. It should play fine. Third is a 12-inch. This is a Columbia Prince's Orchestra, the Missouri Waltz. And on the other side, we have Prince's Orchestra, the Waltz We Love. We have another 12-inch. This is a Columbia Prince's Orchestra, Beautiful Ohio. And My Belgian Rose. Label looks a little dirty on this one. The record itself is fair, not bad. These are in decent condition. One more 12-inch. This is a Columbia Prince's Band, Stars and Stripes Forever March. And on the opposite we have National Emblem March. Again, another label that's a little difficult to read. Now, it looks like we're going to get it a 10-inch. First I have is a Victor Batwing. Frank Crewmet, my sweetie turned me down. What do I care? What do I care? On the flip side of that is Ukulele Lady by Frank Crewmet. Next out of the box is a Victor record, Westminster Chimes, Auld Lang Syne. And the opposite side is going to be Turkey in the Straw Medley by Wes L. Osman. Next in the box we have Broadway label Vernon Dalhart, Sidney Allen. Not sure that I've got a Broadway label record. Opposite side is Vernon Dalhart, Billy Richardson's Last Ride. Vernon Dalhart played for lots and lots of labels. He put out lots of sides. I'll probably make 2 videos from this since there's so many records. Don't want it to be too long. This one's got a little chip on the edge outside of the play area. Victor Scroll label, Johnny Marvin, Sweethearts on Parade. Opposite side is Where the Shy Little Violets Crow by Johnny Martin. And since it's chipped outside the play area, I'll keep it. Hopefully I can upgrade it one day. She did say that she threw away a few records that had chunks out of them. I'm not sure what she meant with chunks. Next we have a Columbia record sung by Billy Williams, Mr. John McKenzie. On one side. Other side is Giving a Donkey a Strawberry. It says Comic Song. The first side, also a comic song. So that'll be a fun one. Here's a green label Columbia, very faded. It's going to be foreign language. Can't read. It's pretty worn. The label, the record looks okay. But I just cannot make this out. I'll have to look it up by number. It looks like it's E226 maybe. Yeah, I just can't make this one out. But it is on the Columbia green label. It's foreign language. Next is another green label foreign language by Columbia. Also in not great condition as far as the label goes. Again, I cannot make it out. Next up is a Victor Batwing, Henry Burr singing Wonderful One. And the opposite side is Wendell Hall, Land of My Sunset Dreams. I don't think I've found any duplicates so far today. I think all these are new to me. Next out is a Victor Batwing, Warrings, Pennsylvanians. Thanks for the Buggy Ride. And on the opposite side is I've Got Some Lovin' to Do. by Warring's Pennsylvanians. Okay. Nice haul of early records today. Victor Batwing, International Novelty Orchestra. Let Us Waltz As We Say Goodbye. Opposite side is What Do We Care If It's 1 O'Clock? Got so many records here that are not even inventoried. I'm going to have to stop buying for a while, but I keep running across unbeatable deals and can't resist them. Next out is a Columbia Red. This is Kay Kyser, Huggin' and Chalkin'. I'm going to have to listen to Kay Kyser. I'm not familiar. I've got a few of his records, but I'm not familiar with his music. The Old Lamplighter. Next out is a Victor Batwing Hawaiian Quintet Pua Amahala, possibly. Get that a little closer. And on the opposite side is another Hawaiian, I Love Thee by Hawaiian Quintet. Hawaiian music was apparently really big back in the day. Got several Hawaiian records. And it looks like there are a few albums. I'm not a great fan of albums. In fact, I don't. Sacred Songs of George Beverly Shea. This is a long 33 1/3. It's a 10-inch 33 1/3 on RCA Victor. Yeah. Don't collect 33 1/3, so I'll have to decide what I want to do with this. Record itself is in great condition. Next up we have a Victor Batwing Old Southern Waltz by Henry Ford's Old Time Dance Orchestra. Opposite side is Henry Ford's Old Time Dance Orchestra Over the Waves. Just wonder if it's the same Henry Ford as the car maker. Next in an album, Songs of Devotion by Fred Waring. This one is another long play, 33 1/3. Okay. 3 or 4 of these albums. Victor Batwing, The Virginians, Hurdy-Gurdy Blues. And The Virginians, She Wouldn't Do What I Asked Her To. Next is a 33 1/3 Decca album, Jesse Crawford at the Organ. $33 1/3 look to be in really good condition. Victor Batwing, Henry Bird, Don't Be Afraid to Come Home. Don't Wake Me Up by Henry Burr. This is a nice haul. I'm glad it's all older records this time for the most part. Tchaikovsky, Piano Concerto No. 1. Next we have a Victrola scroll label, Lawrence Tibbett, The White Dove. And on the opposite side is Lawrence Tibbett, When I'm Looking at You. Now we have another LP, Jesse Crawford, When the Organ Played at Twilight, an album of quiet mood music. Victor Batwing, Orchestra Internationale. Foreign language, More Pour to Amour. And Mi Amor in something. I can't read that. Apologize. But I can't read Spanish. Next is another LP. Looks like it might be the last one. Old Refrains, Pipe Organ Solos, Robinson Cleaver. Lady I brought these from, she bought a huge lot of LPs, and these were included. She didn't want the 78. She wanted the 33 1/3 for wedding decorations. And these she just wanted to get rid of. They were in the way. So we have Columbia exclusive artist, Coon Sanders Novelty Orchestra, Some Little Bird, dance music. Opposite side is Yerkes Jazzmarimba Orchestra, Mon Homme. Next out is a Victor Scroll, Wayne King and his orchestra, Funny Dear, What Love Can Do. Congratulations. Funny Dear, What Love Can Do on that side. Congratulations on the opposite. Looks like the lady I brought these from at least took good care of them. Victor Scroll, Morton Downey, tenor with orchestra, There'll Be You and I. And the other side is I'll Always Be Mother's Boy. Next one is in a sleeve. It's a Columbia Red, Who's Sorry Now by Harry James and his orchestra. Opposite side is I Didn't Mean a Word I Said by Harry James. Next out of the box is a Columbia Red, Jerry Vale with Percy Faith and his orchestra, Enchanted. Opposite side is You Don't Know Me. Columbia Red, Horace Heidt and his musical Nights, Beer Barrel Polka. On the back side we have Pizzicati Polka. Next out is a Victor Scroll, Leo Reisman and his orchestra, Needing You Like I Do. Opposite side is When You're Counting the Stars Alone. Next is a Columbia Red, Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, Roly Poly. Opposite side is Bob Wills' new Spanish two-step. Looks to be in great condition. Next out is a Victor Scroll. I've not gotten so many Victor Scrolls ever. Jack Smith, The Whispering Baritone, Precious. Opposite side is That's a Good Girl. Most of these records are in good condition. Next up is a Columbia Red, Benny Goodman and his orchestra, Blue Skies, and I Don't Know Enough About You. Blue Skies, I Don't Know Enough About You. Next is a Mercury, Chuck Miller, Can't Help Wondering. Not familiar with him. Opposite is The House of Blue Lights. In the background here, you can see my records on the shelf that used to be a window. Here's my Columbia Grafanola. Got records all over the floor in crates stacked up, just all over the place. Working on a music room. It's not going to be this room, but the room needs quite a bit of work to get it how I want it to be. So for right now, this is what I've got. I also have an Edison BC34. It's in another room, and it's covered up with records. I've got about probably 5 Edisons. Next up is a Capitol Stan Kenton, Do Nothing Till You Hear From Me, and Harlem Folk Dance. Then we have another Columbia Green Label. This is going to be foreign language. I can read the label, I just don't know what it is. It doesn't say what language it is. Bohemian, tenor, duet. Let's try the other side. No, it doesn't say what language it is. I can't tell. I can't read this writing. Apologize for that. Capitol, Jack Smith with the Clark Sisters, Lavender Blue. On the opposite side is the Matador. We got a few newer records in here along with these old ones. The Brunswick, Gold Label Brunswick. Brunswick Concert Orchestra with male chorus, Song of the Volga Boatmen. Opposite side we have Going Home by the Brunswick Concert Orchestra with male chorus. About 10 more records and then we're going to cut it on this video. It's don't want to go too long. Varsity, Tyler Duo, Brush Those Tears From Your Eyes. It's in an original sleeve. Not in great condition, but it's still nice. I Still Get a Thrill. Next up is a Columbia Red, Ray Price, Please Don't Leave Me. Opposite we have I'll Be There by Ray Price. Broadway, Kramer Brothers, Love Always Has Its Way. Opposite side on Broadway is If I Could Hear My Mother Pray Again. Next we have an RCA Victor Dorothy Morrow Ensemble, My Happiness. Opposite side is A Tree in the Meadow by Joe Lawson, his orchestra. No Columbia, the California Ramblers, Show Me the Way to Go Home. Opposite side is Then I'll Be Happy by the California Ramblers. The Decca Personality Series, Russ Morgan and his orchestra, Cruising Down the River. and Sunflower on the opposite. Victor Scroll Royal Hawaiian Trio, Waianahi Medley, and another medley, Kawa Medley, possibly. Columbia Red, Woody Herman and his orchestra, Linger in My Arms a Little Longer, Baby. And Mabel Mabel. Decca, Russ Morgan, Does Your Heart Beat for Me? And The Girl Behind the Venetian Blind. Looks like I had a few more than 10. I thought it was only 10 left. The Victor Victor Batwing. The Blue and White Marimba Band, My Isle of Golden Dreams. On the opposite, we have Frank Ferreira, Anthony Franchini, Let the Rest of the World Go By. Then the Victor Slip record. Looks okay. An old Columbia. Label is very faded off of this one. Bohemian something. It is another foreign language. Not a green label, but it's humoristic something or another. Sorry, again, it's too difficult to read. I can't read it. I'll have to research and find out what that record is. Next, we have a Victor Batwing, The Dizzy Trio, Hayseed Rag, Novelty Foxtrot. That should be interesting. And the International Novelty Orchestra, It Ain't Gonna Rain No Mo. That's on the Victor Batwing. Victor Scroll, The Riff Song from the Desert Song. Nat Shilkret and the Victor Orchestra. Opposite side is the same person and one alone. Capitol, Ramblin' Jimmy Dolan, I'll Sail My Ship Alone. Opposite we have It Had to Come Someday. Capitol, Joe Stafford, Our Very Own. Opposite side is Goodnight Irene. Mercury, not real great condition. Vic Damone, Four Winds and Seven Seas. Pretty sure I've got this record. You're Breaking My Heart. I may have this one. If I do, this one will pass on to someone else. Capitol, The Sportsman, Tule Uli Dooley. You Can't Be True, Dear. RCA Victor, I Don't Want No More of Army Life by Texas Jim Robertson. And on the opposite side we have If You've Got the Money, I've Got the Time by Texas Jim Robertson. I've got another version of that by another singer. Good song. Cadence, Julius La Rosa, I hate to say hello. Opposite side is Mobile, or Mobile, Mobile, Mobile. Could be anyone, I guess. And the last record in this box is Varsity, Arthur Fields and his orchestra. There's a Star-Spangled Banner waving somewhere. And Der Fuhrer's Face. Interesting title there. But that does it for this box. I've got one more box from Fort Worth that I'm going to go through on another video. We've been 30 minutes here. The other one may not be quite so many, but we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.